morning, everyone. Cleaned out the spray painting area because I was getting dust on that fairing. It isn't even funny. So clean it out, especially once we get to putting on the color. We do not want that crap on there. It's a nice clean environment, kind of keeping the areas that can kick up dust, like those bloody bats over there, keep them out of the way. So what are we doing today? We got the fuel tank needs to be sanded, primed, and we need to go grab some color. I'm still not completely convinced what I'm gonna do about the color, but we'll see how that goes along the way. And I'll return that filler and thank those fine folks at the body shop. Right, let's get back to work. So I think we're gonna keep it simple and only prime the parts that are showing the bare metal.
Now I'll be sanding the epoxy primer with 100 grit, only in the crucial areas. That's very scratchy. Now I'll just spray larger areas around the metal. I want a good bond, so this is a 180.
Screw it, I'm doing the whole tank on the outside because it went on pretty thin. You know what? Hold up around the fuel tank here because I don't remember correctly anymore, but this might have been proper 2K primer that I put on here, and if it is, that sounds pretty fuel resistant, and so far it has shown real good indication of that because I've spilled more than a few times without any negative results. Ready to take on some epoxy primer. This is the toughest rattle can I've had to shake so far. Before that ball started rolling, it took almost 3/4 of a minute. 1K epoxy primer, 2-minute shake.
Look at this spray nozzle. It has a fan adjustment to wider and narrower. Pretty cool. Second layer. This sprays on pretty thin compared to the stuff when we were spray painting down south. Layer number 3. It's not too bad, is it? There's still a couple of little rough patches and a little bit of elevation. I'll use a bit of primer filler here later. But so far pretty happy with the job, and I hope that it all reacts well with the previous epoxy primer. I got the Cromwell collision repair here to bring back the bug, which they so kindly lent to me.
Hello again.
Yeah, Matt.
Is John around?
Did you clock in the office?
Not yet.
Jump with him in.
Right. Thanks. Jonathan. Congratulations with the new printing machine, mate. Come to return your bug.
Oh, yes, mate. Cool.
Now I am going to sand, primer fill the side here. It's a couple of spots, but other than that, it is looking pretty bloody great, to be honest. So it wouldn't even really need that, so why not? I still have some left.
Sanding with 180 now. Sanding it with 320 now.
So that needs to cure till tomorrow before I continue. Alright, tacking this one has been pretty rough. I've already done quite a bit inside. But man, this thing was dusty as. But the cloth also kind of leaves these white woolly threads.
Alright, fairing, white. There's probably, this is going to be red. And the tank is going to be white. Oh, there's so much dust!
The amount of tacking I'm having to do here is insane, and I'm just keeping my spirits up. I just switched it off in my head. I have no opinion about what I'm doing, and it's better that way to stay sane and just to keep chugging along and get this thing painted white. Silly me that thought that one can would have been enough. It needs one more layer of white, and then it's good. Then I can mask this. I'll turn that red. I'll red the tank, and I'll put that in the living room so it can really dry well before I also make this white. It's not that I wanted this to run out, because now I got to wait till tomorrow to get more paint, and ideally you want to put all the coats on while it's wet, but so be it. So painting has been cut short for the rest of the day because out of white paint. Fuel tank needs to dry, so we're moving on to a biggie, a little biggie, and that's re-upholstering the seat. And I don't really got the right staples, but we'll see how that goes. Now I'm looking at this and there's a lot of staples in here. But yeah, it's gotta happen. So I'll take this off and then I'll see if I can patch up the padding, the foam, and then staple a new one back on. This is a new one too, just like basically almost everything in this project. It's a wet seat. Been catching a lot of water over time. Got to pull out heaps of. Ooh, that's terrible. Yep, it's the old seat. Done about 110,000. My ass on this. This is how long the staples are that I shot in there. Needs to be about 1/5 of that. So Karen has this, what we call egg foam back in Holland, something like that, lying around. So I'm going to try and use to patch it up before we put the new piece over there. It's almost like a eroding riverbed, riverside. So it's nice pieces, but underneath it's falling apart, so cutting that away, try to create a bit of a flat foam piece, like cutting off the tops. Now we cut down the puzzle piece that sort of fits, but it's still way too thick, so I'll thin it out. first. Right, here we go. This spray adhesive starts out pretty weak, but then you give it a bit and it starts to stick all right. It's pretty thick on here, but I hope that once you pull the leather straight, it won't be like when you paint something, that you can still see the elevations. At least I hope. Got a piece here. It's going in this crack over here. Right, looks like I have to call it quits for the night because the spray adhesive won't stick to some wet patches. There's still a couple I want to do. Makes sense. I only took the leather off now, so I'm going to put this inside, leave it at the fireplace during the night, which should help. Got this patch there and that over there. That's all wet. So this is what I got so far. It's a start. So we're on that. Tomorrow we're going to get back to painting. We're going to get some white paint. Finish that, prime the tank, leave that dry for half a day, and then put white on there too. Still on the fence if I'm going to put a stripe on there. I don't have a lot of time left. Plus I don't know if I can pull it off. But I just know that a horizontal line would really help the motorcycle. But on the other hand, this is a travel bike. I'm already putting way too much effort in this. One uniform color would have been fine. But so we'll continue on that tomorrow. So let me know what you guys think about what we've been doing today here. Glad to be out of the whole filler situation, which ended pretty well by the looks of it. And like the video and what we've been up to, and please don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow and we'll continue on all this, and it's really getting close now, isn't it? See ya.